Right, good evening to everyone. So let's start today's session. This is the first session of Django. So I'm going to start today basic introduction of Django. What is Django and why we use Django and where exactly which type of applications we can develop using Django framework we will discuss. But before going to continue this, I would like to tell you one thing. If you want to learn the Django framework, compulsory you should have the knowledge of Python programming, at least the basics of Python, like functions of Python, how to prepare a basic class, and the data structures of Python. At least basics of Python is required. But generally, those who completed Python programming language, so for them, we used to generally conduct the Django sessions. This is completely web development framework. So it is completely combination, Python plus Django. But already for our students, I completed Python programming language, but here so many of new to me. No problem. I think so. You have also completed your Python course, and now I hope you are looking for Django sessions. Yes, sir. So here I'm going to cover Django sessions completely from here onwards. So it will take 45 days to complete Django. And first demonstration. First demonstration means today and tomorrow and 3-4 days I'm going to spend with Django introduction and Django application creation, how it is possible, what kind of software is required for working with Django applications, how to make setup, everything I will discuss in detail. So once, hello. Yes, 45 days only, yes, that is 45 days. Okay, yes. This course is completely 45 days. I will take 45 days. Within these 45 days, what I'm going to cover, I will tell you now. See, after completion of basic sessions of Django, okay, so I'm going to discuss basics of HTML, basics of CSS, and basics of JavaScript, and basics of jQuery, and basics of Bootstrap. These things I'm going to cover. Okay. So can you hear me, please? Hello.
The basic is sufficient for Django. We can.
Yes, undoubtedly, it is basic things are sufficient for Django. If you have already know that HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, then that will be good, fine, no problem at all. But I'm saying that to handle Django applications, basics of HTML, even though whatever I'm going to include, so what topics related to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap include in my Django application, that point of view I'm going to cover. But I will not recommend to learn complete HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. If you know already complete things, that will be good for us. But basics I will cover. Maximum 1 week, 7 or 8 sessions I'm going to conduct based on this HTML, CSS, jQuery, Bootstrap. Because at least you have to know web developer, how to handle HTML code, what kind of CSS style sheets
Sir, we are not able to hear you completely. It's in absolute silence.
Why it is, I don't know. But remaining people are getting my voice, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
sir, some glitch is happening at your end. Some voice glitch is happening at your end.
It is little improved, but not audible at all.
Just wait. Please give me 2 minutes so I will rectify this issue. I am going to set up audio from mobile phone. That will be good for us. Let's give me 1 minute. Now, is it okay? Hello?
Sir, your voice is echoing now.
Okay. Yes, sir. The voice is
How
good.
is it okay? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir, it's okay.
Yes, sir. Please go on. It's fine, sir. No, please go on.
Fine, fine. Okay. I request you, please mute your audio, all of you. So if you have any question, please try to type in chat box so that I'll answer it. And even at the end of the session, I'll allow you to speak with me if you have any question regarding. Yes. Yes. Sovit Kumar, please mute yourself. Mute your audio. Yes, that's what. If you are not mute from my side, I'll mute your audio. That's what you are not getting mic setting. No problem. Yeah. So this is the first session of Django. And in this Django sessions, I'm going to cover, after completion of introduction to Django sessions, I'll cover HTML basics, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery Bootstrap basics. At least 7 to 8 sessions, I'm going to spend this UI technologies, because Django is completely web development framework. So web development framework in the sense, completely we are focusing, developing on web applications completely. So web application purpose, every programmer, every web developer should aware at least basics of their basics of the UI technologies that I'm going to cover clearly here. Okay. Yes. Now, coming to the thing, what is Django? So how much package we get through Python? This is not time to discuss all those things. Okay. First, let me complete the course, so that meanwhile we will discuss clearly. We can't say that properly. That is, it depends on your experience. It depends on skill set. It depends on company, which company you are going to attend. So that is depends on this. So this is not right time to discuss with all these details. First, focus on the course. So later we'll discuss all those things. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now coming to the point. So I'm going to start with today introduction to Django. What is Django? Okay. And after completion of introduction sessions, we'll cover basics of UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap. And today, first, I'm going to give introduction to Django. What is Django actually here? Django, or we can call it as Django. Any way you can able to pronounce. Django is a web application framework. What is this? Django is a web application framework, we can say that. Django is a web application framework which completely written in Python, sir. It's completely written in Python programming language. So that's what I just told clearly. A Python programming skill set is required for learning Django. Without basics of Python, without knowledge of Python, don't go and don't continue with this course. I'm saying learn Python and come back again Django. Don't focus on Django directly. So Django is a web application framework. Django is used to develop web application. It is a web application framework. That's what I'm saying. Django is used to develop web applications. Django is used to develop web applications. We can say that web applications. Web application means websites, like web pages, a group of web pages, websites we are going to design using Django application framework. And Django completely written in Python programming language. Django or Django completely written in Python programming language. Python programming language. So I strongly recommend to know the basics of Python programming language. At least you should aware of how to create Python functions, how to create Python classes, how to handle the data structures of Python. At least these kind of information or knowledge, if you know, then we can go through Django applications here. Okay. So by using Django, web applications development is very quickly or by using Django, we can develop web applications in very less time. Why? Because Django provides a built-in libraries to develop web applications rapidly. It is a high-level and open-source Python-based web framework. Django is a high-level, open-source, Python-based web framework. We can say that Django is a high-level, open-source Python-based web framework. Okay, web framework. So Django is having clear documentation, and it is going to be follow the principle of that is DRY, means do not repeat yourself. Do not repeat yourself, that is. So we need not to repeat our code completely. So once we write a code that can be reused, it is not going to repeat actually. So it follows that clear documentation and it follows the clear principle that is DRY, do not repeat yourself. So once we start development of Django for developing web applications, we need not to repeat the code, and we should write one time and repeatedly reuse that. It's not going to mean repeat the code, reuse that. Okay. So high level is nothing but, yes, memory management purpose, security purpose. We need not to write any low level activities. Okay, it's completely high level programming language. So low level activities internally can be managed. Who managed? Django framework itself managed. So as a programmer, explicitly, we are not going to write any code for maintaining the memory issues, maintaining the security problems, that kind of things. We will not write any explicit code. That's what we can call it at a high level. And open source means, yes, Django is completely open source framework. The Django framework code is available to all openly. Anybody can able to use that source code and make them their web application development easily with little or no modification. Okay. So next, another important point which I'm telling you, completely Django is based on MVT design pattern. Okay. Yes, it is based on MVT. M stands for here model, V stands for here view, and T stands for template. So it is based on completely MVT model, view, template, design pattern, we can say that. Yes, it's completely MVT pattern. So we are going to focus, after completion of introduction to Django, we are going to focus most of the time MVT. That means model, it represents a database. View, it represents that means logic, business logic. Template, it represents presentation layer. So for example, I will show you clear diagrammatic representation, and moreover, it provides RAD facilities. That means rapid application development. It provides RAD facilities, that is rapid application development facilities. It will provide development facilities. Yes, facilities. So we are going to focus completely MVT pattern, model, view, template. Okay. So what is MVT pattern? How it will be? You can see it. For example, as I said that Django is completely used to develop web application. So I'll observe here, this is my web page, a small web page I'm preparing here. So what is this web page here? A web page, this is user interface. I'm preparing username and then password. Then after that, some button control I'm going to place. So meanwhile, let me take two text boxes here. Text box is for username, text box 2 is for password. And I'm just keeping here login button here. One login button I'm taking. LOGIN, login button. And this user interface is designed by what technology? UI technology. UI technology means it can be HTML and CSS and JavaScript here. So that means design, I'm going to do that, design. This design we can able to prepare, for example, assume that HTML with CSS or JavaScript, no problem. This is design. This we can consider as what you know. Yes, this we can consider as what you know. Template we can consider. This we can consider as template. Template means what we are going to show to the end user. Whenever end user is going to open your website, what he is going to look in. So that is template only. How we design template using HTML, UI technologies only. And next, only template is not enough here. We need to write some logic code where we have to write logic code under this login button. Yes, compulsory. So we have to write logic code under this login button. In this login button, we have to write logic code. So what logic code we have to write? Yes, everybody knows that compulsory logic code purpose, we need a programming language. That programming language is called Python programming language I'm going to use. This is for logic code. Okay, this concept is called what you know? View. View we can call it as. Yes, this is template, sir. This is template. And this is what actually views are. Views. Then what about model? Yes. So whenever if we give username and password here, when we click on login button with your Python logic, I have to check this username and password cross-verified into database list. So let's go to database here. This is connecting to the database, and database can be of anything like Microsoft SQL, MS SQL, MySQL, or any Oracle, any database. Now this is called actually here database. Database design we can do by using which technology? SQLite 3 or else MySQL, we can call it as. So this going to be represent what you know? Model. Who is going to represent database, sir? Model. This is model. Okay, model. So now observe carefully. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, with Django, how many types of database this framework provides us?
Any database you can connect, but actually by default, whenever we install and when we create a Django application, built-in database is available. That is SQLite 3.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, most of the time, I'm going to spend basic operations, which is going to dealing with the database. We are going to use SQLite 3 only, but even I will show you some CRUD operations and database connectivity purpose, MySQL connection also I'm going to show you. And it doesn't mean that not only these three, you can connect with MongoDB, you can connect with Microsoft SQL Server, you can connect with Oracle, any database you can use, no matter it is. That is only connection path setting is different. But most of the cases in reality, I'm speaking in real time, which database is suitable for Django real-time development means I can say MySQL. Most of the people, they are going to use MySQL. So I'm going to teach you MySQL connectivity with the Django application and SQLite 3 connectivity. Because it is built-in available, most of the time I'm going to spend with SQLite 3 database. Later, we will introduce you MySQL connectivity also clearly here. Okay, so simple logic. So Django is a web application development framework. So the framework is nothing but what? Yes, framework is nothing but it's having proper guidelines or it's having proper some inputs. Big strong inputs are there. You have to follow that inputs. You have to follow that guidelines. And framework is going to provide lots of built-in libraries which is related to web application development framework. And as a web developer, you have to install Django framework into your computer. When we install Django framework into your computer, you will get plenty of libraries which can be help really to develop web applications very quickly, because maximum contribution is coming from Django libraries. So minimum contribution you should give from your end as a web developer. So, sir, to become a Django web developer, what are the prerequisites? I said that prerequisite things are, one is must Python programming language knowledge. Why? Because even though we are developing a website or web pages with proper design using this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever it is design, but internally behind the scenes, logic is compulsory required. Logic means you have to make some functionality for your web application. That functionality we can write logic code, that is programming language called Python. Okay, Python. So Python is nothing but a programming language which is used to write logic code for your application development. That we can call it as in the model view template, view logic, you can say. V is completely business logic. V is completely business logic. Template is nothing but it's a design, means what presentation layer we can say that. Generally, we can call it as template is nothing but in other language, in other technologies, presentation layer. This is presentation layer. presentation layer. Okay, this is presentation layer. VB is nothing but what you know, data or business access layer. Business access layer, we can say. Now, model is nothing but simply data access layer. In your terminology, I'm taking this is data access layer. So, MBT pattern completely, we are going to depend on MBT pattern. So, presentation layer, that is template for design only. And within this design, login button control or any inside the web page logic, we have to use programming language, that is Vue, we can call it as Vue. Vue is a business logic, that is business access layer. And compulsory, every web page, Django web page or website can be communicate with the database, obviously. To send the data to the database or to retrieve the data from database, reading, updating, inserting employee information, compulsory how to deal with the database. So that is model. Model represent always database. Database software can be used like SQLite, MySQL, Oracle, anything that is data access layer. So M for model, database representation, V for view, Python logic code, T for template, presentation layer. Hope you understand. We are going to deal with in coming session, upcoming sessions, these three patterns. First, slowly I will introduce one by one layer in our practical implementation. But our main motto or main intention from today onwards, we are going to focus on this pattern only: model, view, template. That's it. MBT pattern. Model represent a database where we can store the end user information. Okay, customer information. We have to store customer information or end user information in particular location. That is called database. Because this is permanent data, permanent database. Storage areas we have already discussed in our Python programming language. You know, storage areas means where we can store end user information. That is storage area. So this is permanent storage area, which I am telling. Permanently, why we need to store? Because whenever it is required, customer details or employee details, we need to get from permanent storage. This is permanent storage area. And template is nothing but what? Yes, website or web pages will be act as a template only. End user can interact with these templates by entering the details here. And after that, when end user can hit the buttons like login button or register button or sign up button, and that some action need to be performed. That action code we should write using a programming language, that is Python. So that is Vue logic, we can say that. So this template and Vue, both combination, we can call it as, you know, front-end application, we can call it as. What is that? Front-end application. Front-end application means the application where end user can interact. Back-end application means the application where end user information can be stored or saved. That is back-end application. But strictly remember here, I'm saying that this template plus Python programming language is called front-end application. But really speaking, back-end logic also we can call it as. Python programming language is used as a back-end logic code. Back-end for what? With this template. For this template, back-end logic is Python. But overall back-end application is database only, that is database only. So Django is a framework. Okay, framework. So using that framework, I am going to develop a web application. Framework is nothing but what? Some guidelines or some built-in libraries. So if we go through Java, programmers, so they are having so many frameworks on Hibernate, okay, so Spring something. If you go through .NET programmers, so they are having some lot of frameworks, .NET framework, okay, .NET Core, such that will depend on MVC architecture. MVC, model view controller, we can call it as. But in Django application development, controller is not a separate layer. Django itself will behave a controller part. But only we are going to focus on three layers. Presentation layer, that is template. View logic, that is Python language, business access layer. And model is nothing but data access layer. This is basic introduction of Django. Django is a web application development framework. It is used to develop web applications purely. Our concentration from now onwards, how to prepare web pages, what techniques are there, how to send the data into HTML web page, HTML web page data, how to store into database. This kind of techniques we are going to learn. And Django completely written in Python programming language. Django framework completely written in what language? Python programming language. So to learn Django, Python is mandatory. If you write code or if you write logic code using Python script, then Django framework is going to be understand clearly. So how your logic should convey with what programming language? Python language. So why? Because Django framework is completely written in Python language. It is a high level, means no need to write any explicit code for memory management and security purpose. Django and Python will take care of internally. And it's completely open source, Python based web framework. And DRY technique they will follow. Do not repeat yourself, means code will not be repeat. One time you can write and many times you can use it. No need to repeat that. It's based on MVT template, model view template only. It provides rapid application development facility here. This is what just basic things related to Django. And now I'm going to discuss some small history about Django. Okay. So Django or Django, any name you can call it as. So usually in our session, I'm going to keep on calling Django only. Django was designed and developed by Lawrence Journal World. Lawrence Journal World in 2003. Even you can visit official website. This kind of information already there. I need not to repeat, but just basic information I'm giving. Django was designed and developed by Lawrence Journal World in 2003 and publicly released under BSD license in July 2005. Publicly released or publicly available Django framework in July 2005. The original authors of Django are, okay, the original authors of Django are Adrian Holloway and Simon Willison. These two persons are original authors of Django framework. The original authors of Django are Adrian Holloway and Simon Willison. Django was released on 21st July 2005. That is official date of birth of Django is July 2005. July 2005, 21st, that is 21st July 2005. And the current stable version is 3.2.8, we can say that. 3.2.8. I'm not sure because I have installed in my previous batch Django. Whenever I check that in my computer, this is 3.2.8 only. But I will try to show you by opening official website of Django. There, what is the stable version? I will let you know in this session. Just wait. Okay. So someone is asking, yeah. What do you mean by high level? Okay, no problem. Difference between Django and Flask. Yeah, good question. Django and Flask. Flask is the lightweight framework for web development in Python. Okay, Django is completely huge application development. See, Flask is used for single page application or a small web application development purpose. Okay, not many users. Okay, if users are many, then Flask will work out. So Flask through we cannot provide good services to in real-time world. So those who wants to develop a small scale application development, Flask is recommended. But Django is completely powerful and it can be managed any type of bigger applications. Okay, both are frameworks only which is written in Python, but Flask is different, Django is different. Okay, these are all frameworks only for web development. Flask is only suitable for small scale applications, not for medium range even, not for high range even. So high range and medium range application purpose, Flask Django is required. So when we go for small application Django, then it's okay, it will work. But when we go for medium or large scale applications, Flask cannot be managed. Again, end users can be trouble and customers can face some issues. But still, some programmers will use Flask because of their requirement is very small. Their span of the application is very small. So for them, I recommend Flask. And medium level application, high level application, undoubtedly you should go for Django only. It will provide more facilities and more security. Your services also will be huge. Okay, that is the case actually. So the history of Django is Django official date of birth is July 21st, 2005. Publicly, it's available in the year of 2005, July 21st. The original authors was this, and the current stable version of Python Django is 3.2.8. I'll let you know that while visiting Django official website only here. Okay. So now currently it is maintained. Django is completely maintained by DSF, means Django Software Foundation. DSF, we can say that. Currently maintained Django Software Foundation, we can say that. Django Software Foundation. Currently it is going to maintain. Django also pronounced as Django. As I said that Django also pronounced as Django. D silent here, Django. Or else we can call it as Django only. The official website for Django documentation. Yes, it's having clear documentation. No developer of Django should confuse, because if while he developed Django application development, web application development, and he can able to get all the things, all the stuff from official website only. That is, the official website name is www.django project.com website. You have to visit this. Okay. Yes. So I will show you that djangoproject.com. Whenever I visit there, we will find out a stable version of Django version actually here. Okay. But how Django name came are actually here. Django is a name of famous jazz guitarist. Okay, famous jazz guitarist. A famous jazz guitarist name called Django Reinhardt. Okay. Django Reinhardt. He's the famous guitarist. So the authors was given the name of Django. He's the person name actually. It is a Django guitarist, famous jazz guitarist called Django Reinhardt. That's what we can call it as Django, or Django we can call it as. Let me visit the official website of Django project. I'll show you clear documentation also, and current stable version also. Here you can see Django project.com website. djangoproject.com. This is official website. Now we can see. Now the current stable version is 3.2.9. Every few months, 1 month or 2 months, that subversions will be changed. It's going to be new updation is going to be available. No problem at all. We are going to download and install this 3.2.9 only. But as I said, that current stable version is 3.2.8 because of in my computer right now this version is there. But actually stable version is 3.2.9. But you can see in my computer already Python and Django already there. So that's what I'm just opening this command prompt and checking the version of Django in my computer. Django -admin version. When we see, you will get this version 3.2.8 like this one. This is the version in my computer available. That's what I told you, 3.2.8, but official current stable version is 3.2.9 only. So this is completely documentation part of Django. Now you can see here documentation, you can click on it, and complete documentation is going to be available here. Template layer, view layer, as I said, that model layer, models, views, and template, MBT pattern. Django forms are there, development process, admin panel, security, authentication system. Okay, so there are so many things are you can able to visit. And if you are in the middle of Django application development, if you are in the middle of the program, if you stuck, then go to this official documentation and you will be able to get clear your doubts and those things. Okay, so this is actually Django official website. If you have any doubts, you can visit this and you can go through topic wise. And even you can see this right hand side, there is a download option is there. So if you want to read this document or observe this document offline, that is HTML structure, PDF structure, any e-publication structure, you can go through this one, download it, and you can keep documentation site. Then you can follow the rules and regulations what they are providing. But actually, in my opinion, it's reading Django documentation completely. It is typical process. But when we have any issues or when we have any code issues in your application development, then at that time you can visit this official website. You will get clearly no issues at all. So this is about completely basics things which I given Django related stuff. But what I'm saying that I'm not going to teach you here again Python basics, because already if you are my student, you know very well I completed Python core and advanced Python completely. Now you are ready to learn Django. After that Django, I'll teach you REST API also. REST API, REST framework is there, yes. So compulsory Django with REST API I'm going to teach you. And I'm saying that first few days, 3-4 days after completion, then I'll start HTML basics, CSS basics, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, all those things. Because at least as a Django developer, you should be in a position to handle or to recognize what is what type of code, UI technology code. These are the UI technologies actually, user interface. But I'm not asking you to become an expert in this HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, how much we use, what concepts we use in our Django application development, that level of concepts I'm going to cover all these things. Okay, so I'm saying that once again, no need to have strong knowledge of this UI technologies. Basic knowledge is quite enough to handle the Django applications. You may get doubt, sir. Why, sir? It is because, as I said, that Django is a web application development framework. Framework is nothing but Django itself. It will provide some templates. Django itself, it will prepare some user interfaces. You have to use it directly. We are not going to write hard code of HTML code, CSS code, managing things. If it is required, then we can use. You know very well Bootstrap things already. When we go to Bootstrap official website, there is some links are there. Automatically that links and Bootstrap links, jQuery links, I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to utilize in my application. That's it. Now you can see bootstrap.com website I'm taking. So look at here, this bootstrap.com website is there here. In this website, what I'm trying to do, let's go to Google and Bootstrap type. Bootstrap I'm taking. Bootstrap 4 or Bootstrap 5 or whatever it is. Now official website is there here. Let's click on it. So in our application development purpose, Bootstrap, we are not going to write manual code. You can see CSS, Bootstrap styling. If you want, you can copy this link. JavaScript functionality styling. If you want, you can copy the script and paste into your Django framework application development, and automatically the service will come from this website only. So that's what I'm saying. Maximum ready-made resources I'm going to use in our Django. And hard code, we are not going to write HTML things and CSS things and all. If it is really need, then sometimes I am going to use HTML tags, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery functionalities for validation purpose. So at that time, you have to understand at least the basics of UI technologies required. That's what I'm going to conduct minimum 6 to 7 classes. I'll finish basics of all these UI technologies just for awareness. After that, then we will focus on complete Django application development. Okay, in Django, once I start development of Django, then our focus is completely this pattern only, sir. Model, view, template. As I said that just now, model represent database kind of thing, where we can manage your data, where we can store the data, where we can get the data, modify the data, all those things. Who is managed? Model. View is nothing but what? It's the business logic. If you want to do anything in Django application development, view through, we have to do that. Yes, we have to send the request to our view. Means Python logic through, we can able to perform the actions. And where we can interact the template. So as soon as when we send request to the server, automatically template is going to be visible. Through that template, our interaction should be there as an end user. And whenever I interact that template, automatically view will call internally. View is a Python logic. And that view logic through, we can communicate with the model. Model means database. This kind of interaction should be there. Okay, slowly we will include model, view, template. Slowly, one by one, we are going to include that. Okay, yes. So this is the story of Django, history of Django basic development. And some important features also I need to discuss. Features of the Django. Features of Django. I'm going to write just features. I'll explain one by one. So as I said that Django is provide rapid application development. It is one of the important feature, and Django is completely secure, and Django is completely scalable. Yes, scalable, and Django is completely versatile. Yes, versatile means it's completely different. Means different domain, different requirement purpose. We can use Django framework, and it's completely open source. I said open source. And next, vast and support community here. Vast community is there here. Vast means very huge community is there, and you can interact with that community while development of Django applications. So you will get lot of help from them also clearly here. These are the basic and basic important features. As I said, that rapid application development means faster rate of application development. Using Django framework, we can develop web application very quickly because built-in libraries are there, and maximum contribution will come from Django framework itself, and minimum contribution you should give from the programmer end or developer end. So maximum libraries are there. You can utilize that libraries and you can implement your logic only. Django was designed with the intention to make a framework which takes less time to build web application. Okay, so Django was designed with the intention to make what we can say framework or core libraries which will give to the development team to build web application very less span of time. That is rapid application development, I'm saying. And coming to the security, yes, Django is completely security will provide, because security is the main important point in the application development in real time also. Security compulsory you have to provide. So it helps to the developer to avoid many common security mistakes while developing the application, such as SQL Server injection attacks and cross-site scripting or cross-site request forgery. CSRF tokens will be there. Yes, it is completely implemented inside the Django framework only. So generally, if they don't have any security facilities, then we have to focus security providing purpose. Also, we have to focus some code, because it's completely high level, no? So the threat security is also, it will take care internally. CSRF token is important while posting your data over the network, over the internet through Django framework. By default, Django will take care of CSRF token. CSRF token is cross-site request forgery. When we send your request to the server, someone is going to be divert or deviate your request. That is cross-site request forgery. Your request can be forgery by someone and you will get unwanted result. That will not happen in Django development because it's having CSRF tokens internally. And user authentication system also there, Django authentication system, it provides a secure way to manage your accounts and password and all. Okay, so we are going to deal with that Django authentication system with the administrative panel also. That we'll discuss in detail in upcoming sessions. And Django is completely scalable. Scalable in the sense, it is ability to quickly and flexibly switch from small scale application to large scale applications easily. Okay, that is called scalable. And Python is also scalable. That means we can migrate from one platform to another platform. That is portable in nature. But Django is completely scalable in nature because it is having ability to quickly and flexibly switch from one small application to large scale application. We can enhance. And coming to the versatile side here. Versatile means what? Yes, it is versatile. It's completely different, which allows you to build applications different domains. Like nowadays, so many companies are using Django framework to build various type of applications like content management systems, social networking groups, social networking sites, and scientific computing platforms. Anywhere they are going to use online portal, e-commerce websites. There are so many cases. Django is versatile, means different domain kind of application development is possible with Django framework. And anyway, it is completely open source. Open source means Django is open source for web application development. It's publicly available without paying or without taking any license. And it can be downloaded with source code from the public repository, or you can officially go to Django project.m website. So open source means ultimately what will happen, it reduces the total cost of the application development. If it is not open source, imagine that you have to take some what we can say license things. Means you have to pay to someone and you have to get your license and actually you can able to work on it. But it increases development cost. But it's completely open source now. So mostly cost of the application development will be ultimately reduced. And yet it is vast and supported communities there. Yes, Django is one of the most popular web framework nowadays. It is having widely supportive community around the world and channels to share your content and exchange your content. All those things is possible here. And moreover here, fully loaded. Yes, one more important feature I forgot to tell you, that is fully loaded. Fully loaded. Fully loaded. Django includes various modules or libraries which can be used to handle common web development tasks. So Django takes care of user authentication system, okay, administrative system, and site maps, and internal security like CSRF token, all fully loaded with libraries. You need not to write any explicit code for developing web application development. Okay, so these are the basic and important features, and a small history of Django and official website is and current stable version of Django is 3.2.9. But I strongly recommend, along with the Django framework in your computer, you must and should install Python software with PIP, with Django software. Then only we can able to start development of application. Without Python software, you can't go with the Django framework. Install Python software and install Django framework and start development of creating your Django applications. I'll show you clearly in coming sessions, step-by-step installation process is what, how to check which version of Python is available or not, whether your Python is available or not, you have to check, and if not available, how to download, from where we have to download installation of Python, installation of Django, and making or creating virtual directory, virtual environment. In that virtual environment, how to prepare our web application settings. Everything I will tell you in clear picture, step-by-step process. And I'm saying that this is Django basic, what we can say, introduction. Okay, yes. So that's all about today. Please wait here. I want to tell you one thing. So here, from here onwards, I'm going to focus completely Django application development. The course duration is 45 days exactly. The course time is exactly same time, that is evening 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. The classes is going to be happen, that is Monday to Saturday. Sunday is the holiday. Every day session is going to happen 1 hour with a clear recording. Yes, this session also is going to record. And once your registration completed with us, then I will get your mail IDs from Durgasoft officially. Once I'll get your mail IDs from Durgasoft officially, I will share complete session-wise documentation along with video recording to your Google Drive. So I will show you sample recordings of my Django sessions, which I have conducted many sessions. Okay, Django, you can see this. This is completely videos. These are all videos, but not this session videos. I will, what we can say, I will record your session videos. I'm saying that previous batch videos like this session wise, I'm going to record videos. These are all videos, not these videos, your session videos. Live session videos I will share you. This is old session videos. 2 months back I have recorded this. Just for example, I'm showing. And completely material also. Now you can see coming to the material, session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, like this. Each and every session I have separately prepared. Just you can see, for example, randomly I will open this session 10, for example. In session 10, what is there? Just material, JavaScript, form validations, basics, and examples. Everything I clearly mention it. Once you follow my documentation, you need not to get any confused. And while sessions are going 45 days, during this 45 days, daily what topics I discuss, that topics wise, session wise material I will send to you. But at the end of the sessions, means after completion of 45 days, and I'll share this complete documentation with one documentation. This is same material. I have complete Django complete material. Okay, you can see this Django complete material. I'm going to forward to you people only. Session wise is available. You can see this. This is session wise. Now observe here. I'm going to just scroll down. Complete Django installation step. Around it is 308 pages are there. Complete Django framework. Each and every sessions with proper example with all concepts I have maintained clearly. So this documentation you will receive after 45 days. But meanwhile, while sessions are going to be conducted during the sessions, you will receive daily one video. In that session, what topics I covered, about that topics, I'll prepare material session wise you will get along with interview questions. And moreover, after completion of these Django sessions, last 2-3 days, I'm going to explain few projects which I have implemented. I will explain you, okay? Because I'm not going to write code, because in our session, complete code, whatever I used to teach, that code only will that code only I implemented in that project. So what you have to do, you have to receive that project. After my explanation, you have to open that project, you have to write your own code. That is project implementation, fulfill with all covering of all topics in that project I include. This is from my side.
How many projects are we going to complete within this course, real time?
2 projects. 2 projects I'm going to deal. Yes.
Okay, sir. And are you also going to provide us the interview questions with the topic wise or just
Topic wise, not overall interview question documentation, I'll say.
okay? Not interview question, only documentation that we are doing on daily basis.
Daily basis, not in the meanwhile session is going, then I will tell you clearly which type of questions will raise regarding this topic, that I will disclose, but I'll prepare it separate document and I'll send to you interview questions to you.
And so what is the fees of this?
Tell me.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I'm learning Python, sir. Then I took this course of Django.
Yeah.
I mean, concurrently, I will do.
No problem. Parallel you can do, but how much your Python course finished? I want to know that. At least you have finished functions topic in Python programming. Did you complete functions?
No, sir. I'm complete features of Python completed, sir. Just introduction.
Okay, they are in the basics till now, no problem at all. Anyway, we are in the basics only, Django basics. Even it will take minimum 10 days to enter exactly Django application, because in the meanwhile 1 week or 10-day sessions I'll conduct HTML, CSS basic, and up to that your Python maximum half of the portion will be finished, at least function topics, so that you are eligible to attend parallel this Django sessions also. No issues at all. So
which is the better one, sir? If after completion of 1 month Python course, then I take Django course, or
now you see that is before that. Not undoubtedly, I will not suggest you to before Python. You cannot learn Django. After Python, or you are in the middle of the Python, or you are in the learning process of Python, you can go for Django. So that understand. Otherwise, not.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So it's better to go with Django or data science, sir? Hello, sir.
See, Django, I strongly recommend Django with Python. Data science, it's good, but how we can able to cope up or how we can able to get in, we don't know. No one is going to tell you, because it's not about that much of easy. I hope you understand that. So it's better to learn Django. After that, if you have time, then you can go through focus on data science also. Both side opportunities you can search it. No issue at all.
So is there any opportunity for freshers as a data scientist?
I'm not. I don't think so that there's no opportunities, because you should put up at least minimum experience 3 to 5 years.
So as a Django, as a Django developer, can I portable to data scientist, sir, after 2 to 3 years?
That we can do. That we can manage. First, initially, you can go through this Python plus Django full stack development like that. You will get plenty of opportunities as a fresher also. Then after that, plan it according to your requirement, data science or something.
So what is the present cities? Average cities for Django with the Python developer?
It depends on that's what here also the experience will play the role. See, as a fresher, if you attend, then based on the company, they'll offer you minimum 5 to 6 ranks. Minimum, that is 5 to 6, okay. But if you go through the minimum 2-3 years experience, then they'll offer 8 to 10 like this.
Okay. Sir, can we move through? Can we move through experience, sir, as we listen your topics?
Undoubtedly, but subject is the matter. You should be focused more practical.
Yes, sir, but we don't know the real-time project, sir.
That's what real-time project you don't know, but subject is the matter. I'm saying that. So if you don't have real-time experience, then you can. Moreover, if you want to move to experience, then you should fill the gap also. But if you don't have gap, then you can't try with that. Obviously, you have to
Actually,
go.
sir, you were saying that two projects are there, na? So these are two live major projects or minor projects, sir?
Normal projects only. See, the thing is, live project, real-time project, no one will provide. Live and real-time, in my opinion, in the sense, projects which is currently running or currently developing in real-time company.
Yes.
That is live. If anybody says like that, live project, real-time project, don't trust them. In my opinion, I'm saying, frankly.
So
Sir,
can we
in
showcase this
Django
project
Django
to our
process.
interview? Can we showcase these projects that we will be doing this course?
Undoubtedly, it's okay. More than enough. More than enough. You can able to handle the things in reality. Because I'm going to teach you in such a way that completely coding part, how to communicate with the database, everything. Same whatever I discuss in my classes, same thing I given in my projects also. Same code only.
Sir, after completion of Django, how many years of experience we can put here?
I think so. Minimum 2 to 3 max. That is 2 years. If you have a gap.
Yes, sir.
If you have a gap, you can.
And Django courses, is there any Django REST API courses, sir? Including Django.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually, right now my REST API batch is going on. Recently, I have started, but that's not suitable to you. Even once I completed your batch, then I'll plan REST API new batch also. And maximum.
This is including in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Maximum, if you my students, then actually previous batch I have offer my students without pay anything freely. They are attending. Almost 50 to 60 people are attending my old students. Same thing I am going to plan you. If you'll become my student, then you will get free. But other than that, whenever I start REST API batch newly coming means outside people, then they will charge.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So what is the charge of this course, sir? Django only?
Django only can pay, but REST API I will take care of it myself. After that, I will take care of it. You need not to pay to anyone, anything. But I'm not going to disclose. This is not right way to disclose. You can contact our Durgasoft people, or else after finishing and officially you will get mail from Durgasoft. In that mail, they clearly mention the price and all these details. You can go through it.
Sir, I don't know basics about the HTML, CSS, and JS. So can I move through Django, sir, without learning that?
Undoubtedly here, that's what I'm saying. Whenever after completion of demo sessions of Django 3 to 4 days, I'm going to start HTML basics, CSS, jQuery, Bootstrap, all basics I'll cover in our session. That's enough to manage Django.
Yes, sir. Sir, but in your sessions, I mean, last completed session you have shown me, sir. There that, I mean, HTML, so much coding is there. I have seen that. So it's mandatory, sir.
See, don't look at the code, how much it is big. Okay, no matter it is how much it is big. Size of the code is not matter here. Concept, once you understand, you will only write more than double that code. 100 lines of code, happily you can able to write, keep on going. That's not a matter of size of the code.
Yes,
okay,
but you are written in HTML, sir.
I have written in HTML, but that is, do you think all the time I'm going to write HTML code manually in Django application? No, automatically HTML code will be generated also once I start Django application. Only which is the required thing you have to write your own way. It doesn't mean that everything we should write.
Okay. So is in interview questions, so they are asking about HTML or CSS.
Obviously, if you are going to attend as a Django developer or Python web developer, they might be focused in interview level HTML, CSS, minimum tags, and how to handle with CSS styling, what way you are going to handling that basic questions. They may ask, no issue, sir. You can able to manage it.
So in Django, HTML tags are useful, sir. I mean, like the examples.
That's what HTML code I'm going to use in Django. That's what I'm going to cover basics of HTML. But maximum Django itself will generate HTML tags sometimes. That is Django template language is there, DTL concept.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, once I start, so you will understand clearly.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I'm having a Python knowledge, good and advanced Python knowledge from past 3 years, sir. Now I'm good at Python basics, sir. That is core and advanced Python. And I'm also
Good,
very
good.
good in UI technology, sir. But I want to complete this Django course within a month, sir. Not even in months, sir. In 20 days. So I want to get access to your previous recordings, sir. I mean, previous lecture videos.
Do one thing.
I want
If
to
you
get
want my,
access.
if you want my videos and my material, you can because you have less time. So I will not encourage to attend these classes because it takes minimum 45 days compulsory. Within that 20 days, all that we cannot finish. Do one thing. You can contact to Durgasoft people, ask my videos and my material, and you can collect it simply. Pre-recorded videos, all thing material and everything I will provide you. And that thing you should not ask me.
Sir, how
Even
much
if I
do you want to cost, sir?
That's what, that thing you should not ask me. Even though if I know, then I can't disclose. This is not right platform to discuss financial things. Hope you understand.
Yeah.
They will tell you
Yes,
clear
sir.
information. Yeah.
Sir, I'll drop my mail ID, sir. Could you please send for a demo video, sir? Once I'll go through that and I will get access to your previous recordings.
No need. Actually, my previous videos are there. Django videos or REST API, any Python and all in YouTube channel is there. So search by Django or Python videos by Mohan Reddy Durgasoft official YouTube channel. Then you will get demo links. Or else you can ask to our people. Then they'll say that's demo links also. Some videos.
Sir, will you share after completion of
How many projects you have discussed, sir?
hello?
Previous recording sessions, how many projects you have discussed, sir? Let me please know that, sir.
Sir, will you provide sample resumes after completion of course?
Sure. I'll provide. No problem at all. So as per your requirement, I'll provide sample resume how to prepare with how many experience. If you tell me, then I'll show you how to do it.
So is Durga Software provide job assistance?
No assistance, no assurance. Only the durgajobs.com, there is official website is there. You have to register that. Then you will get some job links. So daily basis, they'll send you link. If it is that suitable to you, then you have to take care of that. So no job assistant, job assurance. Only this is exclusively training institute. You will get good training from us. That's it.
Sir, will you refer any companies? If you are good at programming, sir.
Sir, see, if you are good at programming, if it is in my concern, then I'll share the links and I'll send to you. It's not a matter, but not guarantee. I'm saying that. Two projects I discuss, Mr. Sunny. Okay. Yes. Still, if you have any question, please go through it.
So can you also discuss some brief of Flask so that we can get an idea after the Django?
Not now. But surely I will consider your request. That framework also I will give the basic guidelines. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's all for today. So have a nice time. See you tomorrow.
Previous recording STP videos are also there, sir. Previous recording STP videos are also there, sir. Previous recording STP videos.
No, REST API is still in the preparation. Actually, REST API I have started recently. Just I have recorded few videos, not all the videos. It will take 20 days to finish my recording all these things. REST API videos, 4th video, and it takes minimum 20 days to prepare the recordings. If you want that also, I'll send to you. No problem.
Yeah, why? Because I wanted to get both the course videos, sir, so that I can follow both the videos parallel.
Initially, you can go
I
through
mean, both the
parallel.
courses parallel.
Parallel, you should not listen. First, Django complete grip. Once you have, then you can go through REST API. That's the perfect plan. Python plus Django plus REST API. This is the hierarchy.
Okay, okay.
Without Django, we can't go for REST API. Without Python, we can't go for Django. That's the link.
Sir, why? Because in CBIT campus placements are going on, sir. So I wanted to get in web development
Yeah,
field, sir.
It's
So that's
okay,
the
man.
reason I'm planning for this.
Right now, my Django recordings are available with full material, but REST API still it is process on recording. It's not available. What can I do? It takes minimum 20 days to complete that course REST API.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Even I'm not only trainer. There are good trainers are there from Durgasap. You can contact to anybody. If they have, they will say you no problem at all. It's ultimately you should get benefit no matter who is the trainer. That's your comfortability. Even I personally encourage all trainers, you can comfortably listen with any one of this. I'm not forcing you to compulsory should join my classes only. That's not my manner. As per your time constraint, as per your comfortable and how you are understanding the concepts, which trainer you are going to be comfortable, that you can go through it. Ultimately, you should get benefit. Forget about our benefits. We will take care of many students like this one.
Sir, what is the validity of your videos, sir?
Lifetime. My students are going to get lifetime access videos. Even I used to give download facility also. My students only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. See you tomorrow at same time on same link. We'll discuss more things about Java. Have a nice time.
You are also. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.